go ahead and open it up for us, Darcel and Charles.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome everyone to our training call tonight. I mean, we're going to get some great information, things that we need to know about building our business. I have the pleasure to introduce our up line advisor, the lady has a heart of gold. She's someone who knows all the facts about this opportunity. She's making some serious income in this opportunity, and she's having a lot of fun at the same time. You can see that on her face already. I mean, she's just full of life. And I mean, we met her a few months ago, and it's been just an instant connection ever since. And we just like to present to some and introduce to others, Ms. Marci Preble.
Wow, thank you so much, Charles. And I'm so honored to be here with you and your whole team. I see Micah is here as well, and Daniel and your whole team. So excited to have everybody here, and super excited when I met you in Florida. You said, I am Darcel and Charles, and we are building a huge team. And I said, I just realized that when I was looking at the organization. And how may I be of service to you? And you know what they said? You come do reviews and come do trainings, and let's get going. And so I'm super excited that you asked. So here we are with today's training. I wanted to train on tools and system, because in order to do a business, you need to know your tools and you need to know your system. So much so that I'm going to give 2 American Express gift checks today at the end, $50 each. So stay on the call, take notes, because you're going to have to do a couple things to enter the raffle in chat. So that's fun. And Darcel, if you could text Jan Rand and to ask her if she's coming with us, because she's usually in charge of my raffles and I don't know where she is. So let's go ahead and start. Now, we're on Zoom, but you can follow along with your phone, or if you're on your phone and you can't do this for 24 hours, take notes, and you can enter the raffle if you promise to do what I ask in 24 hours. Does that sound fair? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. So the very first site we're going to is a site called StartX39Biz. That's startx39biz.com. That is our business site. And I'm going to take you there right now, and I'll share screen. And the very first thing that I want you to do now, or within 24 hours, is you're going to go right here to the orange, and you're going to sign up for our email and text blast, because you've got to know what's going on in our business in order to build a business. You must stay plugged in. So what you're going to do, the very first thing you need to do to qualify is sign your name, your cell, and email, and hit submit. So number 1, do that now, or write yourself a note to do it within 24 hours. And that's the very first thing we're going to do to qualify for the Amex card. Okay, are you guys figuring out that the stuff you have to do is not very hard? The next thing, now this doesn't qualify for the Amex card, but I would love for you to click and schedule a time on the calendar, because we do testimonial calls 5 days a week, Monday through Thursday at 9 o'clock Eastern and Friday at 4 o'clock Eastern. And your testimonials matter. We're changing lives with our testimonials. So you click the purple tab and you can actually set up yourself in the calendar to do a testimonial call. And it's really, Darcel and Charles did one on Thursday, and they came and they just told their story. And then we explained the technology, and, you know, Darcel's story has helped many. Okay, so that's really great. Okay, so the next piece is under the 14 steps to success. Is everybody with me? What yes. I need you guys to do is buy a clipboard at Staples for $5. Now, if you don't have a clipboard and you don't want to buy one, well, you can print out these sheets and just put a paper clip on them or staple them and put them in like you know what I'm saying, like a folder. But you got to have your tools with you. A clipboard is actually the best. And what you're going to do is you're going to print out and make your clipboards. Now, if you don't have you have 24 hours to do it. And of course, you need a printer. But if you don't have a printer, then you need to call somebody that has a printer like Darcel and tell her to print them out for you. Or you need to send them to Kinko's and have them print them out. Okay, so here we go. You can be resourceful. As Jan says, you need to be resourceful. You could probably even call Jan and she'd print them out for you if you asked. Okay, so you go to the 14 steps to success. Everybody with me? Write this down. And you're going to go to tab number 6, give a gift. Okay. And this is, you're going to print out the envelope. And there it is. And you think, oh my gosh, she's wanting me to print out an envelope. Is this what I'm really doing? Yeah, this is the tools we use. Do you see how my envelope's on my clipboard? Why
Yes.
is my envelope on my clipboard, right? Because this envelope is how you educate people on the technology. It is an envelope with a script on it. What do I mean? Well, when I send this envelope to someone or give a patch to somebody with it, I say, well, I don't know, I just learned myself. But you see this envelope? And you can also see that it matches. Can you see me, Darcel?
Yes, I can.
It matches the envelope that you can also hand to people, or that you mail to people, or that Jan mails to people if you work the office with us. And so what I do is I say, well, Susie, it's easy. Just let's look at the envelope together. And what am I doing? I'm just reading my clipboard. You wear it 12 hours on to activate and repair and 12 hours off. Well, this patch is made out of organic amino acid crystals. And it turns out that when you apply it to your skin, it is activated by your skin's heat. And that's a form of infrared light. And this reflects back a light wave that activates GHK copper peptide. That activates your stem cells, makes more stem cells, and resets it to a younger state. You guys, I just read it. You know, you could even say, I don't know, I'm just learning. Let's read it together. When you put activated younger stem cells on old tissue, make it young again. Who doesn't want that? And by the way, we're all old.
Yes.
By the time you're 65, they're all not working anymore. Let's put the patch on. Literally, that is how you use this envelope and why you need to know it and have it printed out on your clipboard. Okay, and if you go down here, you can say, but go to startx39now.com. You can learn more. Go to the first video on light and the second video on stem cells. In 4 minutes, you can learn even more. Okay, so everybody print that out and put it on a clipboard or put a note that says you're doing that in 24 hours. Everybody with me?
Yes.
Okay, the next piece we're going to print out for our clipboard. And I don't ask you to do anything I don't do myself. I got my clipboard and it is so funny. I use this. You can see it's messed up, right? Because I use it so much, right? So that's a good sign. So now you're going to go to tab number 9. Tab number 9. Take the order. And what's the next one on my clipboard? Well, it is called What to Expect. And print this out. And where is it on my clipboard? Well, it's right underneath my envelope. There she is. Okay. And so now you're going to print that out. So why do I love this? Because I say, well, gosh, when you put that X39 on, Sally, you're going to activate 4,000 genes to a younger, healthier state. Are you serious? No, I'm not. It's amazing. And in 1 to 3 months, you're going to reset your brain. And by the way, we have a study on that. In 3 to 6 months, you're going to activate your pluripotent stem cells. They have the unique ability to turn into any type of cell your body needs for repair. And then in a year, 6 months to a year, you're going to reverse your age 8 years inside and out. We have a study for that. And by the way, all you have to do is look at Darcel and you can see it already happening. Like, I'm not kidding, right? Oh my gosh. So put it on. 12 hours on to activate and repair and 12 hours off. Oh, you forgot. Just look at the envelope. Okay, you guys with me? This is our education tools. Print this out or write yourself a note that you will print this out within 24 hours. Okay, the next one is, this is my favorite, the All Products Flyer. Print this out. And what this is, it's all the technologies that David has made. I love this because I'll text this to people. I'll expose them with the envelope and what to expect. But then I'll say something like, but you know what? Go look at all of our products. Of course, you want to start with X39, but you may find some other ones that you just love. I'm not kidding you. They'll look at that. They'll call you the next couple of days and say, oh, I want this one, and this one. They can't help themselves. It's so exciting. So here's how I talk this. Here we go. X39, of course, activates your stem cells for repair. X49 creates lean muscle mass and grows bones. It's everything about the structure. Glutathione is your master detoxification. It's going to pull all the yuck out of your body, fungus, mold, virus, toxins, metals, chemo, Roundup, you name it, it's going to pull out that. Eon reduces inflammation. And by the way, inflammation is an eater of stem cells. So when you can reduce inflammation, you're going to turbocharge the stem cells to work better. Carnosine is the protector of all organs. It's super good for your colon, your liver, your kidneys, and is a protector of telomeres. By the way, the longer your telomeres are, the longer you live. When they stub down to nothing, you die. Alavida, it makes your skin beautiful. It reduces something called oxidative stress in 5 minutes. In fact, in 5 minutes, it turns your energy signal turquoise. Beautiful, right? That's why they have that as the package color. And it builds collagen. You're going to have the prettiest skin, a tight chin, and no turkey neck. Nirvana, have you ever been sad? Nirvana elevates your endorphins like you're working out. You know, Charles works out every day. When he gets done at midnight, his endorphins are a-going. This one does it just the same. SP6 stops the food cravings and rebalances hormone and digestion. Energy activates the mitochondria of every cell in your body. It's the igniter. Micah Clark, our fitness coach, would say that that is going to ignite your muscles into action. Ice Wave breaks the connection of pain. Silent Night is interesting. It turns first into serotonin, which helps get rid of anxiety, fear, and then into melatonin, which puts you to sleep. AccuLife is pain relief for your animals. And Shine and Dream. Shine gives you energy. Dream puts you to sleep. What's beautiful about these products is they both build testosterone and oxytocin, which are great for tissue repair. In addition, X49 also builds testosterone, and I know you men out there are going to like that. So this is our all product summary. So this is the third that I want you to print out and have ready for your clipboard. Is everybody with me so far?
Yes.
Okay, so let's see if I'm following along like I should. Okay, there it is. Oops. There it is for me. It's on my clipboard, right? Oh, thank you for that, Edra. That was sweet of you. Then, what's the next one we're going to print out? We are going to print out the tracking form. Let's go find that. Once again, you go to take the order and you go down to the All Products Tracker. print that out because you want to talk about tracking for your people. Well, Sally, I know we're going to activate the stem cells and you're going to want that for that really painful knee. But sometimes other things happen first. So I really want you to pay attention to what was your quality of sleep like before from a 1 to 10. Oh, it was a 2, and now you've been on the patches, and now after 5 days, it's an 8. Wow. What was your mental clarity? What was your skin appearance? What was your feeling of well-being, right? Oh, what was your pain and inflammation like? That would be 1 would be good and 10 wouldn't be so good. You see what I mean? And so this allows people to track and pay attention to what's really going on in their body. This is called the health tracker. And lastly, you want to go to tab 9, take the order, and you need an order form. So this is my favorite order form, and I print this out. I have about 3 of them on my clipboard right now. Because you know what happens when I have them on my clipboard, you guys? I can't help but turn them into orders. It just happens when you have your material so close by, right? You are taking an order. And take your order. And once you take your order, you can call Darcel and Charles. You can call me. You can call Jan and say, I got my order. Now what do I do? Right? That's a good first step. So is Jan here? If Jan, I'll put, I don't know, Darcel, if you.
Let me check. and
Okay,
see.
and you could put Jan's number on chat. Do you know how to put a phone number on chat?
Yes, I do.
Let's put Jan's number on chat. She is also helps with this team. She's a presidential director in her own right. And she handles all the logistics for our teams and the detailed questions. So you can definitely ask her for help as well. But what I do is I say you can get X39 for $149 or become a preferred customer for $119. But I like the silver pack for $299 or the gold, the family pack, double the inventory. Of course, the platinum and the diamond pack, that's for business builders that really need the inventory. And you can get, for example, in the silver, 3X39. But what's great, if you go into the orange bubble, 1X39, 1X49 equals 2 of any of these supportive sleeves. And you always want to do 1X39 the following month to keep your stem cells activating. So let's talk about that. Oh, you have that really bad arthritis. I get that. Well, let's look at our all products flyer and let's build your pack together. For sure, you want 1X39. I would do 2 Eons for inflammation and 2 Icewave for pain. Yeah, you can get all 5 of those patches for $299. And then, of course, you'd want to do X39 the following month to keep your stem cells activating. That gives you 2 full months of the stem cell repair and the Eon for inflammation. So 2 full months of full repair. Oh, that sounds good. Great. Your name is, your address is, and you take the order and the credit card. And that is your last sheet on your clipboard. 5 sheets. That's all we need to do. So write that down. Did you get your clipboard? Did you print out your 5 sheets? Okay. Now, what's really interesting about that, and here's the great thing, to qualify for the 2 American Express gift checks, you ready? That's all you guys have to do. You got to sign up for notification and you got to promise me to get a clipboard and print out those 5 sheets. So if you promise that you're going to do that, put that in chat that you're going to print out your tools and then go ahead and put your name in chat. And we'll do 2 raffles of the $50 Amex card. I promise. Okay, Diane, you're so cute. I got So here's what I'm printing right now. I'm doing it. I'm so proud of you guys. I know. I should have been a kindergarten teacher. I know, right? I think you probably are laughing right now. But here's the cool thing. Everything you just printed out. You ready? if you work my office with me, and I'll tell you when that is if you want to come work. Here's the thing. Guess what Jan mails out? The envelope. Oh, looky here. The what to expect card. The all products flyer. The tracking form, an order form. Those are always going out with any of your samples. I like to say you want to be as educated as the person that's receiving the gift. So now I just have it on my clipboard and I have it on my minis. I take it one step further. You ready? I have a business bag. What's in my business bag? I know it's deep. I make 10 of these and I fill them with my information. Okay. Now, anybody on this team, because I love this team, can have a business bag for free. Okay. And I'm going to, oh, I know. You better write that down. So here it goes. You ready? You go over here and you go to startx39biz.com. Let me remind you the 14 steps to success. And you're going to go down to give a gift, tab 6. And you're going to go to order the business bag. Okay, are you guys with me? And what you can do is you can take a picture of this, or you can know to email janjrand@gmail.com. And you're going to say, Marci says I get one for free. And I want a business bag. And what this is, it will give you a bag with 10 informational envelopes, 10 baggies for patches. I don't put patches in, just baggies, right? 4 mini cards, personal labels, and a canvas bag. Now you're ready to go anywhere. You can send a gift, you can hand a gift, you can just give one patch and all this great material. So, and what was I going to say on that? So once again, what you want to do is email Jan Rand. It's janjrand@gmail.com. And you're going to email her your name, your address, and your phone number. And she will even make you some labels, right? So like, I never give anything out without putting a label on it so people know it's from me. Okay, so that is your business in a bag. Everybody following along?
Yes.
The other thing I love are business cards. Now, if you decide you want business cards, you're going to have to order those yourself. And the way you order those is through Sally. And you can take a picture of this or write her name down. Her name is Sally. And she does all the business cards. Now, this is my favorite. I'll show you mine. And I'll show you how I use them. So there's my picture. There's my QR code for my order site. And this is what stem cells do. And there's the StartX39 QR code. So I say, stem cells are the only cells in your body that are changeable. They can change into any cell your body needs for repair, just like when you're 20. So a lot of times I'll just hand a card to somebody when I'm out and about. I grab their cell number and I say, I'll send you a little gift if you're interested. And so then I get their phone number. Where do I put it? I don't know where my, I need to be, oh, there it is. I always have my notebook in my phone with me, and I'll write their phone number in my book, and then I'll take a quick picture of it so I don't lose it. And then I always transfer it into my list book because I'm always working on a list. Now, work marketers are professional list makers. And if my person's name and phone number don't make it in here, I won't follow up because I get kind of scattered. So I like for $5 at Staples, a notebook and a list book. While we're at that, I also like a calendar book. And I like to book appointments on the hour like a hairdresser, right? That keeps me super organized. I'm always booking the next appointment. So what is my tools? Honestly, a calendar book, a list book, a notebook, my business bag, my business cards, and my phone. That's all I've
That's
ever
it.
invested in my business. Okay, that I can do my business. What did that cost me? $30. Okay, it's not that expensive. And to make the kind of money you can make in this business because the product works. Now, the other thing I'll show you, maybe, oh yeah. So I go out and about. And you guys are going to laugh at me, but sometimes I'm like, I don't want to carry my big purse. I just want this little thing. So what do you think is in my little thing? Well, let's see if I'm a good duplicator of what I talk about. Oh, looky there. There's some of my business cards. There's some X39 and Eon. Oh, I got some little plastics. What does that mean? That means when I'm out and about, I can put a card to somebody and just put one patch. And what am I going to get in return? I never give anything without getting their cell number, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Never, right? So now you can see how that works. And then my big bag, right? And I know I'm a girl, not a guy, so I'm sorry, guys. You have to figure out how you do it. But my big bag just goes in my purse, right? I never go anywhere without that. So I can patch out and about wherever I want to patch. So far, are you guys with me on the tools, right? The only tools I really use is my business cards and the business bag, which is the exact same materials that I print out. And by the way, on the biz site, those are links. So you can edit, copy, and edit, paste a link to somebody. I'm always educating with the same 5 things. It's really not complicated. We've just tried to make it more simple. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so now you know the tools, right?
Mhm.
We're going to move to give me a minute, to the system. So before we move to the system, because this part is all we do for tools. Everybody get the tools? That's all I use. Okay, so if you guys got that and you promise to, let's look at chat, make those, then you are going to go ahead and put yourself in chat. So far I have, let's see who's going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and do the raffle right now. So put your name in right now if you are going to promise to do it, because I'm going to raffle off those tickets right now, and I'm putting names on there right now on my sheets. Are you guys ready? This is the funnest part. Okay, here we go. Let's see who all did it. Okay, Diane says she promises to do it. Okay, you're in the raffle, Diane. Sean says she's doing it right now. Sean's in the raffle. Lori is doing it right now. Lori is in the raffle. Edra, can you repeat what you say when you show your business card? Oh, yes. All I do when I show my business card is I just say, have you heard about stem cells? And they go, no. And you go, oh my gosh, you can activate your own stem cells. In fact, let me just read it to you. And I literally read the back of the card. X39 activates your own stem cells using a wearable light technology, Sally. Here's the crazy thing. Stem cells are the only cells in your body that are changeable. They can change into any cell your body needs for repair, just like when you were 20. But take a look at startx39now.com. There's a QR code right on my business card. Watch the first video on light, the second video on stem cells. It's only 4 minutes. From there, you'll know if you like this. Oh, Sally, give me your cell number and I'll send you some more information. And if you like what you see, I'll send you a few out. I'll send you a gift. Okay, great. That's it. Because you're using this card to get their phone number so you can water them more with love. Does that make sense? Everybody with me? Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so Edra, I hope that helped. Okay, and let's see, Lori, let's see if there's anybody else. Okay, I will do my best. Daniel, is that Micah is in? Is that you're gonna do it or you can't do it? Because that makes a big difference of whether I'm putting you in the raffle, honey. Are you there? Yep or no? Put it, yep or no?
Yep, I'll do it. Sorry.
You're gonna do it, okay? And you can call Jan to
Yeah.
help, to have her help you if you want.
Okay.
So make sure I got everybody's name that wants to do this. And if not, please unmute yourself. But I got Daniel, I got Micah, I got Lori, I got Sean, and I got Diane. Did I get everybody? Did I miss anybody?
Yeah.
Did I miss you, Bonnie? Bonnie, I did not miss Bonnie. Okay, anybody else? Did I miss anybody else that wants to be in the raffle that's gonna do the tools? Anybody else? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Our first person, oh, it's Bonnie. So what you're gonna do is you need to email janjrand@gmail.com and you're going to say, I want a $50 Amex card from Marci, janjrand@gmail. And my address is, okay, and my address is, okay, the next one we got is, oh my gosh, Sean. Who's Sean? Where's Sean at? Oh, there's Sean right there.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do the same. You're gonna email janjrand@gmail.com and you're going to give her your name and your address and that you won a $50 Amex card. I just want to say how proud I am. You know, starting this business, what we realized is really getting your tools and your system right so that you can start. So know that this may sound really basic, but our biggest leaders have clipboards now. They all are doing it. They just have clipboards with the information so that you can educate. So now the system that we use is called, and you need to write this down because we are evolving our system and I'm rewriting the system. And so I'm just training on it now to rewrite it. So it's not fully in writing yet. And I'm sorry, but I'm still like making sure it's right before I change it. So here it is, 333, write this down, PPP. What's the 333? It's the action of our business. We patch 3 people a day. We follow up with 3 people a day, and we invite 3 people to our patching podcast a day. That's the action. Is everybody with me?
Yes.
Patch 3, follow up 3, invite 3. When you patch 3, what are you going to do? You're going to use your list book. Patching is the same as exposing. You need a list. See, look at, I got you. You would be, I don't do anything I don't ask. You know how many people in this list book? I probably have over 1,000 names in here, right? I don't, I'm an Aries, so I'm all over the place, but I have my list, right? So there's your list book. So what are you going to do to your list? This is the behaviors. This is the behaviors. We peak interest, write this down. We pre-qualify and we move people into a pack, either a wholesale pack or a gifting pack. Okay. How do we pique someone's interest? We have certain questions. We have 2 kinds of peaks. Write this down. The I'm concerned peak and the compliment peak. Write these down for the I'm concerned because you will use these. What's going on with you? I finally found something that helps me with whatever's going on with them. Have you heard about stem cells? Did you know you could activate your own stem cells? Yeah, for less than a cup of coffee a day. You don't have to use those all, but they're all very good peaks. You can text them, you can talk to them, you can message them and have them message back. You can voice memo that. Now, when you say what's going on with you, I like to ask 3 questions. what's going on with your, what are you doing these days for fun? What are you doing these days for work? How's your health? Why do I ask those kinds of questions? Because I'm asking questions because network marketers ask questions and listen. Because, right? Because we're always looking to find out what really people want. People usually have 5 desires. The desire, write this down, for health, the desire for money, the desire for time freedom, the desire for community, and the desire for giving back. They just do. They have 5 desires. Most people are 2 of the 5, health and something else. Health and something else. So for example, my friend Gail, I didn't understand the 5 desires 3 years ago. And I piqued her interest with, have you heard about stem cells? And she said, no. I said, let me send you some. They're going to repair you. They're amazing. And I went into all the science. And you know what she did? She said, oh, great, send me some. Let me put them on. I called her back 5 days, asked her what was going on. And she said, oh, I'm not interested. And that was that.
Mhm.
A year later, I call her back. And we're just talking about stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, you're never going to believe my business is taking off. I'm making so much money. She said, you're what? Making money? What are you making money on? And I said, well, on the stem cell technology. She goes, why haven't you told me about it? I said, well, I did like a year ago and you weren't interested. She goes, you did not. I don't remember this. And so I said, well, the stem cell technology it's helping a lot of people and it's a huge business, of course, now. Would you like me to send you more information? Send it to me now. So what happened is I did not pique her interest correctly because I never really understood what her desire was. So that's those kinds of questions. That's why you want to ask more deep about, and the reason, what do you do for fun? What are you doing these days for fun? What are you doing these days for work? How's your health? The fun part gets if they have any time or if they're working 80 hours a week. What are you doing for work gets at, like, do they like what they do? Are they happy with what they are doing? Are they doing 5 different jobs? Are, you know what I mean? It gets what's happening that, and how's your health gets to, like, do they have arthritis? When I first saw Jan 3.5 years ago, she had venous reflex. Her foot was this big, right? And she worked at a physical therapy office 50 hours a week for $18 an hour, and her boss was mean to her. Do you think she was in a great position? And she was lonely. She missed community. So I said, well, I finally found something that's making me feel good, making me money, and I'm going to Vegas next week to learn about this business and meet new people. You want to come? You know how fast she was in that car with me? So those are all ways that you get at desire. And I talk a lot about that, but let's say it one more time. Here we go. Write it down. Oh, okay. So what's going on with you? What are you doing these days for fun? What are you doing these days for work? How's your health? Well, I finally found something that helps me with whatever's going on with them. And I like, have you heard about stem cells? Yes, did you know you could activate your own stem cells for less than a cup of coffee a day? That is the I'm concerned about you peak. I learned just a couple of weeks ago about another peak. My friend Monica and I were brainstorming. I learn every day. And she goes, well, I use a compliment peak. I said, that's interesting. Explain that. She goes, well, I authentically compliment the people that I'm talking to because I really value them. So as an example, here's a compliment peak. Charles, I know you've been a professional network marketer for 20 years and you really understand network marketing and you care about your health. Have you heard about stem cells? Did you know you could activate your own stem cells for less than a cup of coffee a day? I grabbed his attention for complimenting who he really is. Micah, I know that you're a fitness trainer and an athlete and everything you put in your body you care about. Have you heard about stem cells? Did you know you could activate your own stem cells for less than a cup of coffee a day? Daniel, You have been through a lot in the last 20 years, and look at you go. You never stop helping people. Have you heard about stem cells? Did you know you could activate your own stem cells for less than a cup of coffee a day? Edra, I know that everybody in your community loves you because you're always of service. Have you heard about stem cells? Did you know you could activate your own stem cells for less than a cup of coffee a day? Do you understand? It's like, it's not saying, oh, I think your glasses are cute, but it's authentically complimenting who their soul really is.
Mhm.
And it's powerful. So those are your two kinds of peaks. One is I'm concerned about you. One is compliment peak. And they're kind of different, right? Everybody with me?
Yes.
Okay. So then from there, you can go to pre-qualifying. What are you going to pre-qualify? You're going to pre-qualify with the Now site and with testimonials, because you don't want to just send people stem cells that don't want it, or even move them any further if they're not interested. Peter always says,
Exactly.
you know, why would you sell somebody a house that has credit of 100? Like, you'd want to see that they have good credit before you take them all weekend to look at 10 houses. That's called pre-qualifying.
Mhm.
Okay, here's a way you would pre-qualify. Well, Darcel, take a look at startx39now.com. Look
Mhm.
at the first video on light is only 1 minute. And the second video on stem cells is only 3 minutes. In 4 minutes, you'll know if you like this. I
Mhm.
don't tell them to go look at that whole site. It will overwhelm them. I
Okay.
just say, look at the 2 videos, and it's only 4 minutes. So they give them very little work to do, but it pre-qualifies them enough to see if they want to go further with you. And
Exactly.
I'm not attached either way. I don't want to spend the time if they don't want to. If they're not interested, why
Exactly.
force, right?
Exactly.
So then I say, what's going on with you again? Oh my goodness, Darcel, you had half your pancreas taken out and you have sugar issues? A friend of mine had a testimonial about diabetes as well the other day. May I send that to you?
Yes.
Okay. And so
Mhm.
that's where you would go to your Be Activating testimonial page, and you would edit, copy, edit, paste a diabetes
Yes. Fill it
testimonial.
off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'll show you guys how to do that today.
Mhm.
Or you could give them your own testimonial,
Exactly. Mhm.
or you could invite them to a patching podcast, a live event. You could send them a practitioner testimonial if you need a doctor influence, or a
Mhm.
business testimonial. And by the way, tonight, I don't know if you guys are interested, but we are doing our very first business opportunity testimonial at
Wonderful.
6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. And
Mhm.
it's on our traditional Zoom channel. And I will, I'll try to put that in chat before we leave. Or you know what I'll do, Darcel? I'll try to put it in chat before we leave so you can see that. And if that flows nicely in the way I think, we'll probably always do a business opportunity once a week at 6:30
Once a week. Mhm.
Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. And we'll also put it on the biz site, so that PowerPoint will be for all, you guys can use it anytime for anybody.
Okay.
Anyone
Okay.
can use it. So, so testimonials are very important. And so then from there you would go, well, based on what you've seen, I can show you how to get it wholesale.
Mhm.
Or based on what you've seen, I'm happy to give you a gift. And so, of course, you want to offer them how to buy it wholesale. And we already looked at how to go through that order form, right? On your tools. Remember how to get it wholesale? You would just take the order. Or if they're not quite ready, then let me get you a gift. And I like to have the gift in the back pocket. And it's a 3-day supply of X39. And it goes out with all that great material that goes with your
In your bag.
with your clip bag, right? And so Jan would send out a 3-day gift. Now, some people will feel something on 3 days of stem cells and some won't. But the real reason you're sending the 3X39 is to give you time to educate.
Mhm.
And you're going to say, of course, you're not going to feel anything, or you may not, but this is what you're going to have happen. You're going to reset 4,000 genes to a younger, healthier state. And so you may, through the sample, even before they even put it on, they might be ready to buy a pack, correct?
Mhm.
Now, the sample takes the fear away. So you're not afraid to call people. So you're not afraid to follow up. Who's afraid to follow up on a gift? Who's afraid to give a gift? But some of you may be so, oh, look at you got it in. Who did that? Thank you.
Edra, Edra.
Oh, Edra, thank you. Some people, and it's in chat, the business podcast. Some people, what was I going to say? Some people may not need the gift. Like you may, through your testimonial, through the Now site, through effective peaking and pre-qualified, they might be just ready to buy. So
Right.
don't stop the buying with a gift. If they're ready to buy,
Exactly.
then
Right.
allow them to do that, right?
That's right.
So that is our tools and our system. The last thing that I really want to make sure you all do is I want you to go to Start X39 Biz. That's startx39 biz.com. The 14 steps to success. Are you seeing this? Am I share screening okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
The 14 steps to success and join Telegram. Make sure that you go take the time to join our Telegram group so that you have the testimonials. If you don't know how to join it, you want to first download it on Apple or Android. And after you sign up for Telegram, your name, your email, then pop out and come back to this site and then click the links. This is everything we talk about. This is testimonials only. This is business training only. This is the practitioner team only, the before and after pictures, and the Spanish. And this is where you can go and you can literally search whatever you want. You can go and to like be activating testimonials, and with the 3 dots with an Android or the B sign with an Apple, you look for the little search, the little magnifying glass, and then you type in back pain, cancer, MS, arthritis, and all of a sudden you'll see 40 recordings, and there's a plus sign and a down, a plus, an arrow up and an arrow down, and you just up arrow or down arrow. You take your finger and you edit, copy, edit, paste. And so this is how you get to the testimonials. You can also go in and be part of our Facebook page. We're live streaming right now. I'm sorry. That's YouTube. Go to YouTube. And when you go to YouTube, you want to join, you want to hit subscribe, and you want to look at some of the videos. And then Dr. Stacy also has a YouTube. And then you also would want to join Facebook. And this is where we have our recognition, we Facebook Live, everything. So these are our communication groups. And if it all seems so overwhelming, well, just go to the preloaded and you can just grab one that's already done for you. So there's sport testimonial. You know, so many people love Ivory Sully, our NFL guy, and you could literally just go boom, edit, copy, edit, paste, and just send a testimonial that way. Lastly, you can go to our invite to podcast, tab 8, invite to podcast, and like that would be where let's go for Thursday and see what was happening. You could have sent anybody Thursday nights. So here we go. Well, there was the practitioner call today at 9 a.m. There's Spanish that's happening in 2 minutes. We have our 6 o'clock call. And then of course we haven't put in our new business call yet because we're just experimenting with it tonight. But that would be where you would find those. And also after you take the order and you don't know what you're doing, you can always go to tab 10 and watch the video on how to input. You can also call Darcel and Charles and Jan Rand if you need. Do we put Jan's number, I think, in there? If you need help.
I did.
And then lastly, if you want to send a gift, this team can send a gift. You can send a gift, this team, during office hours or even outside of office hours. you can just say, right here, you go, so here we are at the beginning of startx39biz.com, and you go to the Be Activating Office where we work the power of 3. And you just, this is the office. You guys could come work with me whenever you want. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays at 11 o'clock Pacific, 2 Eastern. We train on Tuesdays. And what do? We all printed out our clipboards. We all do our peaking and pre-qualifying in our pack. And then we all send out gifts and follow up. And to do that, we come right here to the training guide. And we just look to where that gift is. There it is. Hey, look at it. It's the same materials we've printed off. It's the same materials in your business bag. And now Jan sends a 3-day supply of X39 on your behalf. And you can just go to the link above. And the daily code we have in the office, but this team, you can always just write Marci says yes. And that means you can use it any time of the day. And just don't do more than 3 a day. I can't afford that. But you do the sender's first name, that would be your name, your last name, your phone number, who you're sending the gift to, and their address. You hit submit, and Jan will actually mail out a 3-day supply with all that great education. And now you have the same education on your clipboard. So you can then follow up and educate and take orders. The only thing I ask, if you use this gifting program, if you give a gift and don't follow up, it's a waste of my money. And each gift costs me, with the patches and the materials, $12. So no, it costs me a lot of money. So please, if you use the gift, I ask you to follow up as they're using the gift, because otherwise it can go in the garbage. It won't go on their body. They won't understand what it is. And it's a little bit of a waste. So peak interest, pre-qualify. When you give the gift, make sure you follow up. And I'm going to put the gifting link in chat because I know we've done a lot today. This is really our full-on tools and system. And if you guys all followed along with all of this, I'm completely impressed. So let's go ahead and do this. And that was all for today. Do we have any?
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Yeah,
Any
quick-
questions today before we end? And I will get this recording to Darcel. This was a really good training, so
It
we'll make
was,
sure you have
yes.
it. Go ahead, Daniel. Yes?
Yeah, what is coming up in 2 minutes? Another Zoom?
Yes, we have let me go ahead and put this in chat. We have the Spanish Zoom coming up not on this Zoom, but on our other Zoom at 5. And then we have our traditional testimonial at 6 Pacific, and then our business testimonial at 6:30. We have a lot going on today, but let me see if I can, give me a minute, see if I can, I wonder if I can.
Oh, no, I know where it's at in the thing. I can find it.
Do you know where it's at on? Oh, I think I can do this. Watch, I'm learning. Hold on. I'm going to copy this. Okay, so this in chat just took you. Look at that. Did I do that? Yeah, that just took you to the invite of all the podcasts. Yay. Okay, so that's there. The gift is there. And Edra put in the actual business podcast. Let me see if I can also quickly, and then we'll be done for the night, take you to the office and also put the picture of what Jan sends out, so you get a better understanding of what that all looks like. Let's see if I can copy that. So I'm learning myself how to use chat. So Edra, you be proud of me. Oh, look at there. So that's what goes out with the gift. I mean, that's what the gift looks like. Everybody with me on that? So that's the gift with the link there. That you might want to grab that there. That looks better. Okay, so Charles, Darcel, do you want to close up the call?
Well, thank you so much, everyone that's in attendance. Thank you for notifying your teams and getting the word out. It's growing each time, and we just so much appreciate you. And we just want to continue to grow and help each other and go from there. And we're always accessible.
Thank you so much. Micah, would you like to say something before we end? Micah, the reason we're all here is because Micah decided to share 2 years ago, and we're really in gratitude that Micah decided to build this business and share.
Thank you, Marci. Yeah, good to see everyone on the call. Daniel, Charles, the whole family. I can't wait to see everyone again. But yeah, things are growing. Every time I look at my back office, there's someone new, and it's because you guys are sharing. And of course, every day I'm sharing. I love to do it from the fitness, angle, but health is what makes it all go for me. So keep it up, excited, and we'll have to do a fitness strategy Zoom soon with the athletes. I have a few more guys coming aboard, so looking forward to more. I'll try to get them on the next call we do here.
We could do a X39 review, Micah, not next week, but remember how we do it the first and third? Maybe we could focus it on all your athletes and we could do a special review with athletes. That would be amazing.
Yeah, I think we can just maybe tailor, 15 minutes on athletics and then just make it the common call, because all the athletes are gonna, chime into their family and their warm market, and it'll be pretty much the same. So I don't think we have to do the whole call, just 10, 15 minutes to kind of highlight that.
I would love to. Let's plan on having that. That's exciting. Let's have that. Let me look at the date. Our next review is it's Tuesday, April 18th, Micah. So that would be at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern. So that would be wonderful to have some of the athletes on for part of that. And then of course we do the training on Thursday at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern. So that's wonderful. We'll see you all then Tuesday the 18th and Thursday the 20th of April, and have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Marci. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
See
you.
everyone.
Thank you. Happy Easter.
Happy
Happy
Easter to
Easter.
everyone.
Happy Easter. Blessings, everyone.
Good to see you, Daniel.
Likewise, Micah.